What's up, guys? Jamie and Jazz from Brand Creations. This is the pod. Do we still say that? Yeah? This is the pod. We're doing a quick one today. Just doing a really quick one.
Roundup.
Yeah, just a little bit of a... Because it's not... Well, March roundup. We could do a March roundup.
Sure, because we didn't do an episode last week.
No.
Due to you having a baby.
Yeah, which really got in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're sort of just doing a bit of a March roundup of what's been going on.
Mm-hmm. I can't really remember what's been going on.
I can't remember anything of March, to be fair, but here we are.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a real quick roundup. This will be a reel, not a podcast. So what's happened for you in March?
I turned 21.
You did?
Like last week or 2 weeks ago?
Last week?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Small.
How do you feel? No, 21?
Older.
Yeah.
I actually don't. I actually probably prefer it than 20 because I don't know. 21 sounds nicer.
It does. You sound older when you say 21.
Yeah,
No, if you say 20, they're like, oh.
You're still young.
Yeah.
But now I'm in my 20s and that's scaring me.
Yeah, it's downhill from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't actually like to think about it because now I'm old in my head.
Yeah. And your back just went upstairs.
And my knee went yesterday.
Oh, yeah, the signs are happening.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
It's all going downhill.
Yep. Perfect. Anything else exciting?
Well, you had a child. I have a
Well,
niece. Yeah, but to me, that's my new niece.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Still is something
so you're allowed to
related.
celebrate it, I suppose, yeah. Yeah, I did have a little girly.
Little child.
Little child. Little shits machine.
Wait, she actually wasn't in March. She was in April.
Oh, fuck.
To be fair.
Oh, fuck, that's going to be a real problem, because that's all we had to talk about today. Okay, well, we're going to do a March and April roundup.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a little go, so that's why we wasn't here last week.
How did it go?
It was stressful. It was a long day. I must admit, I was tired, but nobody really asked about me. You know, Chloe was okay. She moaned quite a lot. But I suppose is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was a trooper. I got through it.
Well done.
Yeah.
So proud.
I know. And you know, and she's been sleeping the whole way through the night for me, so I really can't complain, to be honest with you. It's been absolutely no added work for me.
Bliss, you want to say.
Yeah, still getting my 8 hours in. You know, for me, it's working great.
Wow.
You know, and now it's the third, it's easy. The third one's a lot easier. Like, I actually know what to do with the baby now.
Yeah.
Like, when I had Lexi, I was like, how do I hold this thing? Like, what do I do with it? Like, because you think you've got to be...
your first child you held?
Yeah.
Lexi was your first baby you held?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had no idea what to do. So then I was like, and everyone's like, you have to be so careful and all that. And it's like, and actually, they're like, you do have to be careful, but I'm not saying you don't have to be careful, but it's a lot more relaxed kind of thing now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, I know how to pick her up. I know how to like move her around and stuff, like how she can move and all that. So now it's easy, to be fair, and I'm not really home a lot, so it doesn't really make too much difference to me, as I say, you know.
You did have a little break, though.
Chloe will argue with that, but yeah.
I said a little. Oh, yeah. Not really. You had a weekend.
I had a weekend. I did have a weekend. I mean, I still came in on the Saturday.
Oh, did you?
With Chloe, but I had to pop in for a bit, but not a long time, so it doesn't really count.
You had a day.
Yeah, so we had Sunday.
But how did you find, like, juggling that?
I don't really think any different. Because she don't do nothing.
No, but juggling, like, that week and being a business owner.
Oh, right, yeah, I see what you mean.
I was asking.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's difficult because the problem is one of those where, like, you can't, like, me and Chloe were having this conversation, you can't, like, normally people would be off for 2 weeks or a week kind of thing when you have a baby. But running a business, we're going into we're going into summer now, so we're going into our really busiest patch of the year. I just can't be off kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, like, as much as it's like everyone, and this is one of the things, everyone always says, oh, I want to be a business owner so I can have all the luxuries and be off when I want kind of thing. It's actually not that way. You're dictated by the work that's there. And it's one of those where I can't sit there and go, do you know what, I'm not going to be at work when I know all this work's coming on. I need to be there and just ignore it kind of thing. Because this work could set us up for so long. So, like, that is difficult. And, like, me and Chloe have had that because this is the first child I've had like since I've been running the business.
Yeah.
So like it's always like I've always had. I actually thought I was gonna have a bit more time off this time than my last two, but actually because I had mum and dad there and stuff before, I actually did manage to have some time off, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas with this one, it's like
you've got no one to kind of like put it
no,
on.
everything's on me. So at the end of the day, if I'm not here, not everything stops because like the guys can run it all and stuff, but it's everything slows down a bit. And like at the moment, momentum is like key.
Yes.
So like it's one of those where I'm like I have to sort of sacrifice one or the other. And obviously at the moment, as much as yes, I want to spend time with my family, the business is what supports my family.
Yeah.
So that has to come first, kind of thing, and like, and I know it will be worth it, like down the line.
Yeah.
Another thing like this one, I know it will be. You've just got to do the shit bit first, and then it will, like as I say, we will see it, and we'll go, thank fuck, I did that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but it is hard. I mean, like it's one of those where I don't, like, I love working, and this me and Chloe were actually having this discussion on the weekend, like. The problem is for me, I can never not work because it's what wakes me up in the morning.
Yeah, it's your passion is.
Yeah.
I was going to say hobby, but that's...
It is everything.
But yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, and literally, it's like what fuels me every day is I love working, I love the challenge, I love all of that kind of stuff. And I think like, so even though something that's so amazing as like Lissy coming, it's one of those where it's like, okay, but I still need to be like the business can't stop because of that.
Yeah.
And that's what I can't. I'm not in that position yet. Do you know what I mean? Like if I want to keep the business the same size, I could never come in again.
Yeah.
But that's not the way my brain works.
No.
Like I want to push it as far as I can push it, and now we're getting so many opportunities and crazy stuff happening that I never thought would happen, kind of thing. And it's like, as much as, as I say, I've had to sacrifice a lot for that, it's actually happening now, so then I'm going to hold on to it tighter because I'm getting it. So, like, because if I don't do this now, it makes all of the work that I've done over the last 10 years useless.
Yes, yeah.
So it's like, I have to protect the work.
And also I feel like you just have to hang on for a little bit. I don't think it's that long until you get to the point that you can be like, okay...
That's the thing.
Unless you want to then like scale up again.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those where, to be fair, like with the contracts that we've got taken on at the moment and that, I think once they're set up, which will probably be the next couple of months, then everyone will be able to manage it, and I actually will be able to then have a bit of time, because it's one of those, and I can relax with the time because I know everything's being done, and like we don't need to push as hard as what we have been, because actually we're getting the work in and we know the right ways to do it without having to work as hard, so smarter and stuff like that. So as I say, I mean, I don't think it's far away. It's just one of those where like you've got to, it's just the difficult part is just knowing you've got to hold off. Like that's it. I've just got to be like close there. Like, are you home? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I will be home when I'm at home. Like, and that's that.
Yeah.
Because I just like now's not the time to take my foot off and relax.
Because like, you're so close.
We're there. We're literally there. I mean, and as I say, the contracts that we're getting, the contracts that we're waiting on, and stuff like that, like, is ones that we've never had the opportunity before with, and it's just timing. I mean, it's just unfortunate timing because it happens all at the same. It literally has come in the last 4 weeks, and that's when my baby has come.
Yeah.
So it's timing, but as I say, it's one of those where there's a bigger picture to it, where I've put so much into this, what's happening now, that I can't let go. Yeah. And I can't just go run with it someone else, because that's like, I need to be there. I am a bit of a control freak, and I am. And it's like, and I just need to see it through to the end. Yeah. And the thing is, I mean, I say all of this, by the time this is all settled, I'll be pushing for the next thing. But I will allow myself, I will allow myself like a couple of days or whatever. Time. Yeah. Or like, go away for a week or whatever. But it's just right now, it's like, I just can't, it's not the fact that, like, in my head, I can't warrant that. Like, the holiday request is not being accepted. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah. Because it's like, it's not the right time. And there's no benefit to me being at home for a week, because I'm not going to be at home for a week.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a stroppy bastard, constantly on my phone, checking everyone's emails, checking what's going on, constantly calling everyone.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to relax, because I want to know everything.
When Chloe was in labour, that whole day, because she was in labour on the Tuesday. Yeah.
She was in labour on the Tuesday, she was born on the Wednesday.
Yeah. And he was texting all of us all day.
Yeah.
And then like one person's phone would go, and you would know who that person is now talking to. And it was like a known thing in the office that like Jamie is now like is basically present. You are in the office at that point.
Yeah. And that's how it is. Like, and then on the Wednesday morning, Lissy was born at 3. Then I was texting Tara at like 7-8 o'clock or something. And I was like, oh, let me know if you need me to come in for anything. She was like, no. I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, I can just pop in. Like, it's no bother.
I think you popped in every day, because
I did then come in every day.
The Thursday you popped in, that was just a pop in, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's just to pop in, just to make sure everyone's okay, and just
He's got FOMO.
I do, massively.
That's what he has.
Yeah. I just hate it.
He enjoys the time with his work people so much.
I do. I enjoy it here. I enjoy the people I work with. I'm very lucky, and I also just love fucking working. But one thing I have realised, and the other reason why I can't stand being off, is the fact that as much as I do feel like I'm missing out, it's the fact that I'm very competitive, and it's like, as much as I love it when the team wins, and I love it when Emma goes out and gets a job or something like that. It's one of those where I also love that feeling still, of being that, like, and it's also like the fact that I'm like, I know I don't like the feeling that someone's outworking me.
Yeah.
And if I'm not at work, someone's outworking me.
Yeah.
And as much as I get, sometimes you need to rest, but I'm like, everyone else around me rests.
Yeah.
So if I don't, I'm already ahead.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And this is the thing, and like, because and the thing is, as much as that's probably not the healthiest thing in the world, but it's what's got me here.
And you're also still young, and
exactly.
Like you do have that energy, so why not use it?
Exactly. And it's the thing is, like, the problem is right now, like, the thing is, if I want to get where I want to get, like, keep pushing where I want to get, like, I've only got here because of the way I've worked.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I've got here. Because people have tried around me and they've not worked as hard as me, and they've lost. Like, they don't get where I get to. You only get to where you want to get to by fucking working harder than everyone else. And I think that's, like, one of the things that I, like, as much as take everything else out of the equation, I know that is the formula. As much, like, and as I say, you have to work smart, but you have to fucking work, and you have to give up more than what someone else, like, the person next to you is willing to give up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is, like, that's what I know I've got, is, like, there's nothing that will take this away from me.
Them TikTok, I spend my time on TikTok, but whenever they come up and it's like, oh yeah, it's okay, you can rest, but just know I'm one day ahead. Oh, that really stresses me the fuck out. I'm like, oh my god.
And this is the thing, it's not, as much as you do need to rest, and I think it's important, like, you do need to look after yourself to get your best work, and that's fine, but, like, I think there's, like, a little bit of confusion now, because obviously, like, the world's getting softer, and, like, I think it's the fact of, like, actually your body gets very comfortable very quick.
Yeah.
And you telling yourself you've got to rest, you've lost already.
I do it, so I'm not saying this to other people, but, like, I give myself that excuse.
Yeah.
Like, I use it as an excuse.
Yeah, it is an excuse.
Like, oh, like, if it's, like, 2 a.m. and it's like, oh, fuck, like, I'm tired, then yes. But when you get home from work and you just tuck up in, like, you just lie on your bed and scroll on TikTok for like an hour or so, and then next thing you know it's 10 p.m. So it's like, oh, well, I now should go to bed. Well, you've actually just spent that whole 5 hours that you've gotten home and till that point lying in your bed. So like even that, it's like, well, you could have used that time to have a nap or something and then like actually done work, or vice versa, you could have actually done work or just something in that time, whatever your hobbies or whatever it may be, rather than just scroll. I think that's the issue. I think it's social media.
Yeah, but then it's like last night I do it. Like I am the worst procrastinator in the world. Like last night I needed to clean the house, and I just sat on the sofa and watched Transformers.
Yeah,
because it's easier, and I was like, I can do it another time. But the thing is, that then puts me behind, because then I woke up this morning and the house wasn't clean, and I was like, well, now I'm behind. And it's like, that's the thing, but it's the same thing. And as much as but it's the same thing, right? If I'd woken up with a clean house, someone in my position has woken up with a clean house this morning.
Yeah.
They are already a step ahead of me than where I want to be before I've even got out of bed. And
also like what is it, like tidy house, tidy mind or something? Like waking up with a clean house puts you in a better productive situation. Like your mind then is in a better situation where, yes, it might take you 5 minutes, say, to clean your house. So, like, you might only be 5 minutes behind, but then also you're still behind because you've woken up being like, fuck, I have to now clean the house. And, like, you wake up in kind of a sluggish, like, unproductive mood that then sets you for the day.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it's all like, it's all about setting yourself up to do it. But I think, like, I say, like, I procrastinate all the time. I actually, like, everyone does, and that's fine. It's just one of those, but I will always accept. Like, I will never make an excuse for it. Like, I will go, I have wasted tonight.
Yes.
Purely down to me.
Yeah,
not because of anything else, it was my choice. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could have, because the thing is, right, you look, last night, I get home at whatever time, I went home at like 4:30 or whatever, By 6 o'clock, all I want to do is sit on the sofa and sleep.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in that productive mood. The night before, I worked till 2 o'clock in the morning, and I did not feel tired.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have the choice.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I didn't have the choice. There was no choice of me going, like, because that job needed to be done.
Yeah, that night.
And it had to be done. So any time it crept into my head, I'm feeling a bit tired, or I can't go home.
Yeah.
Because I have to get it ready for the client in the morning, by the morning. And that's the thing. It's this, like, and then and that's the other thing. I didn't wake up feeling shit either.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do something that I didn't want. Like, I gave myself the choice, and I just wasted time, sort of thing. It was one of those. I had a very productive night, and then I was waking up to do another productive day.
Yeah.
I gave myself no choice. I could have slept in till 10 o'clock. I gave myself no choice.
Yeah.
You have to be up because you've got the next day.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, and that's where, like, I think that's what separates, and that's what's always separated me from, like, a lot of other people I know, is the fact that they'll work till 7 o'clock. I'm like, well, I worked a really long day yesterday, so I'm going to come in at 10 tomorrow.
Yes.
Cool. Lovely.
Yeah.
I'll be at 7.
Yeah.
And then I'm 3 hours ahead of you.
Yeah.
Plus, I actually didn't leave here till 9, so I'm 2 hours. So I'm actually 5 hours ahead of you before you've even fucking started today. And that's how quick it changes.
Yeah.
Because that 5 hours, like, I've been in the position where an hour, being in the right place at the right time,
doing the right work,
changes everything.
Yeah.
You know, like, I've had phone calls where, like, we've had some of our contracts, like, some of the quotes I've been to, they've called at 7 o'clock in the morning. And the reason we've got them is because I was with them by 8 o'clock in the morning. I literally emailed them or called them straight back and was like, look, let me get you now.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's early. Yeah, it fucking is.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Work's to be done. Exactly. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, that puts me in a better stead than all of the other cleaning companies that are going to go quote on that job, because I was the first one. Yeah. And they're like, he's keen.
You're there early, you're keen. Like, you're, like, efficient, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Like, it puts you in a better light than
he's willing to work hard.
Yes.
And as much as I say, the thing is, like, there's a lot of people out there now saying, like, you need to balance it. Fuck balance. Work like fuck. Because the thing is, you can, if you're doing what you want to do, you'll have fun anyway.
Yeah. If you're doing what you love, then it shouldn't matter.
No.
Because if I'm here until 10 p.m, but I'm enjoying it, well, that's, first of all, more productive of me than sitting on TikTok. Second of all, I'm enjoying my work, so why wouldn't I want to? And third of all, like, you're doing something that's going to benefit you. Like,
in the future,
work now so you can... I saw this thing on Instagram yesterday, and it said, like, when people ask me if, like, it was like about a small business or whatever, or a business owner, someone trying to start a business, and he said that if someone asked me what would I do if it fails, his reply is I will work till I'm 65. That answer is his worst case scenario, but that's everybody else's reality. Everyone will work till they're 65. I'll probably work, like, when we get to that age,
it's already 67 now. Anyway.
The age,
I think it's already going
we're going to be in our
70s
70s by the time we retire. So it's like, that really puts it into perspective that, like, that's their worst case scenario when that's everyone else's reality. Because if it does succeed, then, I mean, depends how far you want to take it. You can always go further. But by the age of, like, 30 for you could be done with it. You could say, that's it. I'm handing the ropes over. I want to spend time with my family at 30 years old. When most people don't even have a family at 30 years old.
No, and that's the thing, because they're at the time, because they're just in jobs they don't like, and that's the problem. But, like, the thing is, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, when you get to 65, when you get to retiring age, you're gonna look back in your life and go, you worked the whole time. But if I do that, I will die. I will genuinely die a happy man,
because you enjoy it.
I've done what I want to do,
and
I've not done what anyone else has wanted me to do. I've done what I want to do. Like, I don't, like, because me and Chloe were talking about it a while ago, I never want to retire.
Yeah,
I will always be involved. Like, I don't want to be in the day-to-day, but I always want to be there.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine you ever fully saying I'm gone.
I don't want that. I always want to be ticking, and that's the thing. Like, because it's what wakes me up. As I say, otherwise I don't wake up.
And otherwise, you wouldn't have a business.
No.
Like, if you didn't want to do this, you wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not someone who is forced to do things. And the other thing is, like, I feel like work has such kind of a bad reputation because a lot of people don't enjoy their jobs. So if they did spend their whole life working, that means they might have led an unhappy life.
Yeah.
But if you enjoy it, which you should, I know that's easier said than done, but, like, if you enjoy it, then what's the problem with working 12-hour days?
Because some people like to fucking work in the day and then go out, like, what is it, paragliding or something in the evening, yeah? Like, over the beachfront and shit.
Paragliding?
You know, where they do it's the parachute, but they're in the little cocoon and they just, like, fly around.
Cocoon.
Have you seen them?
I don't know, but...
Is it paragliding? I'm not sure.
Unsure, but
like,
yeah.
They like to do that in the evening.
Yeah, it's their hobby. It's like when your hobby turns into your into your work.
Yeah.
Like, whatever your... most people work a normal 9 to 5 and then have their hobbies at the side. But some people are lucky enough to have their hobby and something that they love be their job. So
yeah, and the other thing is, as much as it's lovely, I'm like, as I say, the first things first, I love what I do, so I can give all of my time to it, and I will die. As I say, I will die a happy man. The other thing is the fact that I also can't warrant that, because it's like, if, say for example, I'm scared of heights, but say I liked paragliding, I went out and I'm not being paid for it. But, like, and the thing is, like, with that, like, with the paragliding thing, like, as much as everyone says you shouldn't do everything just because it pays you, but the thing is, people forget that nothing is free. So, like, all of the stuff they want to do, like, say for example, you wanted to go fucking jump out of a plane tomorrow. Could you do it just on the fact that it's always been a passion of yours? With no money.
If I had no money,
but you just really, really wanted to your whole life, or you wanted.
That's an extravagant one. You can't just jump out of a plane. And hope for the best.
You wanted to you always wanted a motorbike. What's the solution to get a motorbike?
I would work.
Yeah, because you can't just go. I really, 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 really want one. Please, Santa. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, well, yeah, Santa might.
Some people could.
Yeah, well, some people could, yeah. But do you know what I mean? Like, it's the thing is, like, people always sit there and go, oh, I want this life, or I want that, or I want to go on this really nice holiday, or something like that.
Yeah.
But they're doing that from sat in bed, or they're doing that from sat on the sofa.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you understand how backwards that thinking is? Because what you're doing is you're constantly putting in your head, I want, but you're never giving yourself a solution.
And also that will mean that I want turns into I don't have, which will then be like, like, you then just get upset about it, you get sad about it, you'll be like longing for something that you don't have yet, there's no solutions put in place
Exactly.
to get that.
And then what you do to counteract that is you then hit on Instagram and watch all the people on Instagram that are doing what you want to do, and as if that's going to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there is some days I don't actually go on Instagram because it's
I want to delete it off my fucking phone.
Yeah. Because it's like, I would much rather fight to get myself there than to fucking sit and watch some other prick do it.
I saw a thing on TikTok the other day saying, this girl said, social media, you spend, like, a lot of people spend most, like, some of their day on social media. You're watching, and people are addicted. I am addicted to TikTok. You're watching your life consists of watching other people live their life. How terrifying. It's true. It is completely true, but that's why it's so scary. Because I'm sat in bed watching someone else gallivant in America and do all these fun things, and I'm like, haha, that looks fun. Skip, next one. Same thing. Well, why don't I do something so I could do that and share my life with these people?
I had it once. I mean, I got Frenchie, so it doesn't work the same. But I had it once, right? I sat for 2 hours watching a dog trainer.
Yeah.
I'm like on TikTok or Instagram or something, and then looked at my dogs and was like, "Why can't you do that?" Right? And then I looked at myself and was like, "Ha!" Because I've just spent 2 hours on TikTok and they've just sat there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that, the people that are doing that 24 hours a day, because that's the only way you can get it into your dog kind of thing, is by consistency. And I'm sat there and I actually talked to myself about it. I was like, why can't you do that? And I pick it up for 5 minutes and I'm like, oh, you can't do a backflip.
Yeah.
But it's because I've done it for 5 minutes and then I go back on TikTok to see how they do it. But they've done it. They show, and I'm like, oh, they look really easy.
And they also have been probably doing it since they were a puppy.
Yeah, exactly.
And your dogs are like 5 years old.
Exactly.
So.
And they're Frenchies.
Yeah.
They're fucking lazy fucks. But do you know what I mean? Like, it's all of those things. But that's the mentality of, oh, why can't you do that? And it's like, oh, I'll go on TikTok and spend another 2 hours to find out how to do that.
Yeah.
But actually, all they're doing, sit.
Yeah.
Like, just teaching the movement. Like, any adult can do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not it's more about consistency than hard, if you know what I mean. I'm not talking about like the protection side and all of the advanced stuff. That's hard, but like
the basic
obedience is more than trainable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the fact that, but as I say, it's like I did it one time. I sat and watched dog walking videos on how to walk a dog, like so they like stop the pull and all of that. And I was like, oh, I'll try that next time. Didn't take dogs for a walk for 3 days. But I spent 2 hours on fucking TikTok watching it. I could have spent that 2 hours walking the dogs and actually trying this stuff.
It's like, I feel like with dogs is a perfect example. Like, everyone says that a dog's behaviour is based on the owner's actions and stuff like that. Because it's a dog. They don't have a lot of brain cells. Like, you teach them what they know and they do it. Or they don't do it. And I feel like that is a true reflection of, like, this sounds so stupid, but like, not that a dog is an extended version of yourself, but kinda, like, the only thing that the dog knows is what you've told it. It's not, it doesn't have no brain, it doesn't have other people, like a child and stuff, they have other things going on. A dog doesn't. So I feel like it's a true reflection of yourself, that if your dog, not the way, I don't know, like, look at yourself to see why your dog can't do them things. Because it's you. It's you're
the responsible one. Out of the dog and the adult, you are the one. You're the one with the responsibility of it. The dog's just not. If the dog could just turn around and go, "Get himself for a stroll today," then it would be sad.
It's like if a baby just suddenly just came out and was like, "Hi," and just started speaking.
Yeah,
doesn't happen.
Going to work today.
Yeah. Oh, see ya.
Yeah. Those accounts. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, and that's the thing. It's all about what you do. Same with the kids. If you sit, like with me, I will get home and I do nights where I just sit on my phone, and then I sit at the end of the night and go, "Fucking kids, just watch the telly all night." But if I got home and, like, I don't know, got a book out, got colouring out, something like that, they'd sit next to me and do it because they love it. But they follow what I do. They copy everything I do. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like if I have a shower in the morning, and they're like, "Daddy, I'm in the shower again," because they just know.
Yeah.
Daddy's in the shower in the morning.
Yeah.
oh, it's going to work now. Like,
Yeah.
they know what you do, and then it's like... And the thing is, I left my phone unlocked this morning, right? Went upstairs, come down, and Lexi was playing games on her phone, on my phone, right? And she was literally that bored of this game now. Swiped up, that one.
Yeah.
And, like, ads are coming up. She's like, oh, gotta wait 5 seconds.
Yes.
I'm like, you're 3, mate.
Yeah.
How do you know you've got to wait for an ad to finish?
That is actually crazy to
Yeah.
think about.
So,
Yeah.
oh, gotta wait, advert. And then the X comes up, she's like, there we go.
Yeah.
And then she's back to it again, and I'm like, you're playing, like, and she's playing mind games, because most of my games on my phone are like mind games, so,
Yeah.
like, she's playing them, and she's like, Daddy did it. The fuck?
Yeah.
Like, as much as that's good for her mind, it's not because she's doing it, like, do it in real life.
Yeah, it's like on a screen and
Yeah.
stuff. But unfortunately, that's just the way of the world these days.
I know, yeah. And I say I can't help it because I bought a Rubik's Cube, fucking bored of that instantly because it's not in my face and flashy. So I went back on my phone to play a mind game.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Playing online Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. Oh my god. If I got it on the phone, I'd never fucking stop.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have to manually do this. Didn't feel the same.
No.
Put
Should
that
get
down.
a reward.
Now I was like, kids, you've got a new toy. Simple as that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Backwards failed, but it's as I say, it's well, this was a roundup, and that's actually quite interesting.
Yeah, it's turned into like a businessy like.
Yeah, this is actually quite good.
Well, congratulations on your baby.
Congratulations on turning 21.
Thanks so much.
1 year closer to death. Woo!
Woo! Yeah, I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed it, like, comment, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.
See you later, alligator.
Bye.